This grand jury met for several weeks. This is a secret process, so we've really been waiting and watching to see how they might vote. And we now know that they have moved to make former President Donald Trump the first U.S. president to face criminal charges. So there are still a few things that we do not know at this point. So I want to go over that. Right now, we do not know what the precise charges might be against the former president, but he could be charged with a felony for falsifying business records. That's if prosecutors show hush money paid to an adult film actress was then covered up to benefit Trump's 2016 presidential campaign. So after this grand jury vote, the Manhattan DA can now move to get a warrant for the former president's arrest, but that arrest may not come quickly because it still has to be coordinated with the Secret Service. So right now, Shirley and Corey, we are basically standing by to get more information as to what those precise charges might be, and we're also waiting to see whether or not Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg will come out and give a public statement and explanation as to why he even convened this grand jury in the first place.
Many more questions to be answered, no doubt. So much of the grand jury rooted in secrecy here.
Yes, and that's really important for the process. The prosecutors want the grand jury to be able to focus on the evidence, to not be swayed by any public noise, by any media outlet and media reporting. So that's why the grand jury process really is done in secret. Of course, we did hear some leaks, and some of that was also from some of the witnesses who went in and spoke to the grand jury. Afterwards, they did speak publicly about what they said.
Yeah, and we know some of the witnesses. In fact, we've heard from some of them, including Michael Cohen, the president's former fixer. He was really a key witness in this case because he was the guy that wrote the check that was reimbursed that has sort of led to this process playing out.
Yes, but Michael Cohen has faced some credibility issues in the past. So this grand jury had to take a listen to what Michael Cohen had to say, but then also determine whether or not they find that he's credible. So we are really going to be keeping a close eye on what the Manhattan DA says and how much he reveals to us now that they voted in terms of what the grand jury might have said to him.
And Ayanna, any word tonight from the former president or his camp, any of his attorneys?
So we just rushed to get right on air, so I haven't had an opportunity to take a look at the president's Truth Social account. That seems to be where he's going to share the most information. But we know over the last few days and weeks, the president has been vocal on this issue. He even said he expects that he will be indicted. And, you know, the former president has really gone in over the last few days, blasting Manhattan District Attorney Alvin Bragg and saying that this is a political investigation. And so, you know, we'll just have to keep an eye on his Truth Social page.
I'm on it right now. His last post was 2 hours ago, and it doesn't look like it makes reference to that at all. It's talking just about, you know, his campaign for president once again. So